Hi, hello. We got the glasses. New glasses, very strong prescription. Like, whoa. When I first put them on, I was like, things feel weird. Things look weird. Like, depth perception. Everything felt really strange. But I just got wasn't used to them. Now I've been wearing them for 2 days and I'm like, okay, yeah. And oof, I've got self tan on my hands. I need to go wash that off. I put some of these little drops in my skincare today because I feel like being a little bronzy, but it always stains the hands and I just forgot to wash them immediately after putting it on. So I gotta go do that. Definitely gotta do that. Anyway, hello. So, new glasses acquired. I have my glaucoma appointments Monday. This is Saturday. So, got that to look forward to. And we have scheduled the driveway repair. That is going to be happening. I'm not sure exactly when. Depends on the weather, I think. We've had more neighbors stop and like comment on it and talk about their experiences with their driveways, and it's a whole thing with the neighborhood. Our neighborhood's falling apart. It's just a big old sinkhole. Not really, but it feels that way. So that happened. What else is going on? I think that's about it really to update you on. Yeah, got some new dry shampoo in the mail. This from Moroccan Oil. It smells really nice and it works pretty good too. Look, check this out. Like around the nozzle. Like, it's purple. Because it's made for blonde hair, so it's gonna like brighten. So I thought it would be cool if it got my front bits and helped to keep things a little bit more ashy. I don't really know if this leaves a little bit of a cast, but not bad. It works out really easily. I mean, it smells so good too. It really does make my hair feel clean and floofy. So this is really nice from Moroccan Oil. They sent this to me to do a little, I think they just wanted a little review of it. So it was just for a review purpose, nothing, didn't ask me to feature it or anything like that. I'm just telling you about it because I thought it was kind of neat. That was something that kind of stood out, thought it was cool, worth mentioning to you guys that if you're blonde, you might like that. Oh, Lila's back from Korea. She brought me 2 beautiful sunscreens. They came in a 2-pack. And I tested it on my arm. No reactions. It's zinc oxide, so I wasn't expecting one. But it's be on the safe side. Feels really good, not greasy, just soaked right in. I can't remember the brand name. I'll show it to you. It's in the kitchen. So I'll show you that in a little while. It feels like a really good formula. Oh, it's an SPF of 50 too. Heck yeah. So that's what's going on, other than we have been eating a lot. Not really, but we had Lebanese food today, or Mediterranean food today. We had a little ice cream treat. So we watched the Fallout series. Now, me and my husband are both big fans of the Fallout games. Well, I haven't played one since 3, but I played 3 a lot back in the day. But he's played, New Vegas for years. He's played for years. And the series was so cute. It's definitely, I think, made for the gamers. There's so many little references and things in there. It's like, and the teaser at the end of New Vegas. Heck yeah. Love the casting. I thought it was a very well done series. And we started watching The Peripheral, which is based on William Gibson novel. I think there's 2 novels currently. He usually writes in trilogies, and the 3rd one's not out, I don't believe. But I've read the 2 that were in this little jackpot series, or trilogy is what it's called. And it's really good. Like, compared to the book, very good. Like, everything's how I pictured it. Like, the people that did this series, I think really paid attention, read the book, and did it justice. I mean, of course, there's some changes with, like, the storyline being a little bit streamlined because William Gibson has a little bit of a circuitous way of writing where things kind of flow and there's a lot of detail. And it would have been so much to try to put into one series of a show. But I think they did a really good job with the series. Like the casting, it's who you picture to be the characters just about. Like it's so well done. And the way things look and are described, it's like, yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. I'm a huge William Gibson nerd, like for his books. Like I'm serious about those books. So seeing a series, and I'm just like, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. And they did such a good job. And they're supposed to be doing a Neuromancer series. And if it's the same people that handle the peripheral, I think the Neuromancer series could be amazing. There's been attempts with making a movie and stuff of Neuromancer for years. That book came out in the 80s. And it is the reason cyberpunk genre exists, is because of that book. It is like the end all be all of cyberpunk. If you're getting into any kind of speculative future type of stuff, Neuromancer's the first thing you read. It just is. And then you go into Snow Crash and you go through all of William Gibson's books, because the majority of them do fall into a little bit of a cyberpunk genre. I think there's only like one little series that kind of doesn't, but it still kind of does. I don't know. Neil Stephenson's books, obviously. Cryptonomicon, you gotta read that one if you're into anything tech. If you're into tech, period. Cryptonomicon, I think it's like essential reading. Like it should be required reading in school if you go to school for programming or anything. Anyway, that's what's up today. Nothing too exciting. We've just been watching shows, hanging out on the couch, cuddling with the puppy, and eating. And then there was a gym day in there, and tomorrow is a gym day. It's that time of the month. I kind of push a day out during then. I don't feel good. But anyway, I'll see you guys later if we get into anything fun. Good morning. Hello. Happy. I don't even know what day this is. Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Hello. Good morning. What in my brain? Where are you? Ugh. So, I picked up some of these things from Walmart yesterday. I got a whole huge pack of them. Because I thought, hey, those might be good to use to put my hair back while I'm filming. Like, you know? Do you remember these? Anybody's mom had these? My mom had a ton of them, but she never used them. But I just remember her having them. And my hair was so thin and fine when I was a kid. They never worked in my hair. But now that my hair has a little more texture, the older I've gotten, I think it might work. That's what's so weird. My hair has gotten more texture the older I've gotten. My mom's hair was always curly. And mine was straight as a board when I was a kid. Like it had like mermaid waves in it. But for the most part, it was just very lank and thin. Not much has changed with that. But I thought these things could be good though for just kind of getting the hair out the face without disrupting my hair too much. Oh, you hear my stomach growling? Oh my goodness. Anyway, do a complexion brush because I broke one. And I've come to really love those brushes. Did I miss a spot on my nails? Look at that. Oh my god, I missed a whole spot and then got a mess right there. I just did my nails this morning. Anyways, we gotta do some skincare. I gotta refresh this hair because it's a mess. And I got me a continuous spray bottle finally for refreshes. Ha! Found it at Walmart, Equate brand. Well, I was looking for more hair picks because I've lost all of mine except for one. I want a longer one, like that really nice one from Pattern. I think Curlsmith also has a really long one. But I was just looking to see if I could find another 3-pack of these goodie ones because I like to throw them in my purse and like just have. And I only have one that I can currently find. Anyway, while I was looking, I found these things and I found the continuous spray bottle. And what else do I get? I was going to show you. Oh, and I did get the Simply Ageless powder. I got the translucent looking one. Like, it looks white. This is an instant wrinkle blurring pressed powder with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C complex. I'm curious if this could stack up to By Terry. I don't know. It doesn't look matte. When I swatched it on the back of my hand, it looks very skin-like, kind of a satin finish. This is not the Age Rewind, or the Simply Ageless powder I remember. I remember it being like almost like a little bit more subtle than Hourglass ambient lighting powder, but it was like kind of glowy. I remember it being like that, and I don't remember there being a clear one or like a translucent one like this. So this, and new packaging also. This is very different packaging than what I remember. Comes with a little sponge and a nice little mirror. So they've redone this since the 8 years ago probably that I used it. What shade? Does this even have a shade? Yeah, this is translucent. No caking, no flaking, make pores less visible. Lightly mattifying, yeah, very lightly mattifying, I think. Non-drying pressed powder that does not settle into fine lines, wrinkles, makes skin look fresh, more youthful, instantly reduces the look of appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, cool. We're gonna give this a go. It is made with talc and mica. Let's see, I'm just glancing through the ingredient deck here. It's a fairly short ingredient deck. Okay, well, we'll be giving that a go, and I'll let you know how she works out. Curious. I've got too much stuff on my desk. And I have new sunscreen that I told you about. This is the box. Lila mushed it so she could fit in her suitcase, because she had her suitcases stuffed with stuff for people. She brought my husband a shirt that he needs to try on still. But this is the Dewy Tree Urban Shade Derma Panthenol 5 Moisture Barrier SPF 50 Plus Zinc Mineral Sunscreen, and it is meant to calm and repair. It has SPF 50 Plus, then PA+++++. I don't know what that means. And that's all that's in English on here. It's vegan, but this is the box put back together mostly. Yeah, it is completely all in Korean. But she said, I think she got this at Olive Young, and they recommended it. So, yeah. Love your skin, save the earth, it says here. Printed with soy ink. And this was a 2-pack. So she said it was like a super good deal on these. Really affordable. So we got 2 of them. So I've opened one. So let me see which one I've opened here. Okay, this one's still sealed. So it's going to go in my backup drawer here for later. I did an arm spot test. No issues, no itchiness, nothing. So, and it felt really, really nice. So here's what she looks like. The component. Pretty nice. I'm excited to give this a go today. So we'll be putting this on in a little bit. Excuse you, Tommy. My goodness. Apparently I'm hungry, but I'm not ready to eat yet. Do you ever get that way? That's how I am in the morning, is I wake up and I'm hungry. Like, my stomach's growling, but I just don't want food yet. Like, it's just like, I'm not ready to sit down and eat. I will put that off until like almost lunchtime, because I'm just not, I don't have the appetite yet. I'm not a big eater in the morning. I never have been. Like, even when I was little, like, my mom had to force me to eat something for breakfast. And that's where I got started with doing like protein shakes, honestly. It was when I was little, because I just didn't want to eat in the morning. I was like, kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those people that wake up nauseous half the time, which probably means I needed to eat, but I just, food was just, ugh. The thought of food when I get up. And she would give me like an Ensure thing for breakfast and something like that. And that kind of got me into wanting like a smoothie or something for breakfast always, and that's kind of what I look forward to when I get up, is like my coffee smoothies. I look forward to having one. Yeah, that's where it started. It started with, like, I think Ovaltine was what she first started giving. No, she would give me chocolate milk that was regular milk with syrup in it, shake it up in a bottle when I was like 3 in the morning to get me up. She would, to get something in my tummy, because I would always complain about being nauseous when I get up. I wouldn't want food. I mean, this is when I was bottle age. I still remember this. I remember having my bottle and watching Jim and the Holograms in bed while my dad was getting ready for work, and she was getting up, starting to get ready, and she was trying to get me kind of woken up. I was always a pain in the ass to get out of bed. I did not like waking up early. I was one of those kids that stayed up late. Like you did. It was amazing if I went to sleep before 11 at night. Like, I was just always a night owl. And didn't matter how early I got up, what I did that day. She always said I was afraid I was going to miss something. And I like to stay up and watch TV. That's what I like to do when I was little. Like, I have the most vivid memories of staying up to watch Cheers reruns. And then we would watch The Late Show. Like, David Letterman. It was Johnny Carson when I was a little, and then Jay Leno took over. But I still remember watching Johnny Carson. I was probably 2 or 3, and my dad was the one who would be in charge of rocking me to sleep and that part. And I just remember him trying to get me to go to sleep and I mean, this is like The Late Show's on, so it's pretty late. It'd be close to 11, and him smoking cigarettes and rocking me to sleep. I don't know why I have addiction issues with nicotine. I wonder why. But yeah, it was always a struggle to go to sleep for me, and did not want to get up in the morning, kid. Long story short, that's how my smoothie obsession, I think, started, was with the chocolate milk. And then she started giving me like Ovaltine when I started going to school, because I didn't want to eat cereal or anything in the morning, or oatmeal. I just didn't want breakfast food. And then it turned into like protein shakes in high school. Well, turned into Slim Fast for a little bit there. And yeah, I'm still on my protein shakes for breakfast. Still 37, still on them. That's just what I'm drinking right now. Last night, I took a bath. I did one of those nice, like, almost, not really an everything bath because I didn't wash my hair. But I dermaplaned, I shaved, and, had a nice soak in some Epsom salt. I got an avocado oil. Oh, I can't remember the fragrance of it. It's a new Dr. Teal's one. It smells really good. So I was just soaking in that. Oh, it's avocado oil and ceramides. And I had me a mug of chalky milk, straight up just Fairlife chocolate milk, and just had me the nicest little bath. Anyway, I'm gonna take my eyes off. Look, like my eyes completely disappear. It's like, I had my eye doctor appointment yesterday with the big eye doctor, the ophthalmologist, and did the whole glaucoma test, eye pressure, all of that. Rechecked my prescription. Turns out it is just a deformity of my optic nerve, like I told everybody, because, my God, I've been going through this since I was 3 with the glaucoma stuff. This is not a new thing for me. My eye pressure was fine. He said, he's like, your eye pressure's not high. It's normal today, that's actually a little more rare. It's usually a little elevated, if anything. But apparently the other day it was kind of high. But the doctor said, he's like, it fluctuates throughout the day. He's like, it could have been just the time of day or whatever. So he's like, next time I see you, I want you to come in at a different time of day, and we can check it then. But he's like, it just fluctuates throughout the day. But he's like, I'm not worried about it. He's like, it looks fine. He's like, everything in your eyes look fine. He's like, yeah. He's like, you do have something funny looking with your optic nerve. You have some cupping around it. But he's like that. He said, if that's been like that since you were born, he's like, that's probably either genetic or congenital. Dilated, but you haven't been dilated in a long time. I forgot how much that sucks. Ugh. It burns, and then light hurts. I had sunglasses on all morning. Couldn't do anything at the computer. I couldn't. It makes everything, like, you can't focus, like, your vision in. So I couldn't even read or like do anything on my phone. So I was just, I'm gonna go lay in a dark room, and it was giving me a migraine from the light. No. And so I slept it off, which was fine. It was a nice nap, a needed nap, because it was storming so bad the night before last. The little puppy, Pumpkin here, she was panicking and freaking out because it was wild weather, and I kept getting alerts on my phone for tornado warnings and high winds and lightning, and we have, like, you know, the National Weather Service thing that sends the alerts to your phone, like the emergency take cover now alerts. Got one of those where your phone goes nah, nah, nah. And my weather app, which is like a local weather app from a local meteorologist, he actually has his own app and just covers our area, and he's independent from, like, the news station or anything, which it's pretty cool. He's built just from building a Facebook following for being entertaining on Facebook, and he worked for, like, the local weather service and stuff too, but he's fully, like, freelance, independent, built his own business being a meteorologist, and that's kind of neat that he just did on his own, and he's got local sponsors and stuff, and he got the retired weatherman from the news channel that everybody loved to come help him out with it, and they live stream together. It's really cute and fun, and he's just a entertaining guy. Anyway, so I have his app, and it was going off like crazy. Pumpkin was in and out of the covers. I would get her to settle down, and then it would thunder, or the wind would get going crazy, and here she come flying out of the covers, and she kept standing up on me, then she'd stand up on my husband, and she would just grump at us because she wanted a hug, or just to be comforted. And so, yeah, that was all night. And at one point, the wind was so loud that I woke my husband up, because I'm like, is that a tornado? It sounds pretty bad. And luckily it wasn't. But I was surprised that there was anything left on my carport the next morning when I got up. Because I had some boxes out there that I didn't even think about and left them out there. They weren't even budged. I was like, wow. I thought for sure that Sephora box was going to be 3 yards down. And I'm surprised that there's not more shingles gone off my lovely roof. The driveway did shift a little more because that we're waiting to schedule them to come fix all that, but I think that's dependent on the weather. And it dropped just about another inch. So anytime it rains, it drops an inch. Please don't get any worse. So yeah, that was our fun night. Was big scary storm, and then, like, seeing all the tornado footage from Nebraska and Oklahoma, and where else was it? Like, all the Midwest just getting hammered with scary tornadoes. Oh, I was a little nervous already. So skincare today, we're gonna go in first with a little bit of Dr. Barbara Strum Super Anti-Aging Serum. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this on, because I've been playing, so my skin's feeling a little not heavy. It was a new, you know how when you whip out a new blade, like, I'll use the same one a few times, and that first time with the new one, it's always a little too sharp. It's like, a little too abrasive sometimes. And then the second time I use the blade, it's like perfect. You get that sweet spot with it. I just clean them and I reuse them a few times until I feel like they're getting dull, and then I swap out for a new one. But yeah, restocked on my chic little razors, face razors, and some more Billy razors. Those have been the best, like for body shaving razors I've ever used, the Billy ones. They're affordable compared to a lot of the other razors, and they work. They work so well. And I am very much impressed with those. And I've tried a lot of different razors in my day, and I've never really loved any of them. Okay, so next we're going to do some of the Beauty Stat Universal Vitamin C, Universal C Skin Refiner. This is the 20% L-ascorbic acid. Is it L-ascorbic? I was saying that wrong. I say L-ascorbic. L-ascorbic acid, whatever. Doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying. I feel like I got the pump working good on this one. It just needed to get like warmed up and primed. This is an interesting product. Like it definitely, it's a weird texture, but it doesn't interfere with makeup or anything once it's on. Like it's just kind of a strange feeling when you first put it on. Like it feels powdery. Like it has, yeah, it feels powdery. Kind of granular. And can you hear it? But so far I'm enjoying it. It really soaks into the skin very easily. I've only been using it maybe a week, probably consistently. So I don't know if I'm not really seeing any results yet, but we shall see if I have some reduced freckling and dark spots on the face. But my skin's a little extra red today. It's from the dermaplaning. And then, of course, because I got new glasses that are stronger, I had to get after blackheads and play Dr. Pimple Popper. Because I'm like, oh, what is that? I can see something new, so I can see better. Okay. Do a bit of my Pure Thomas Roth eye cream. This I kind of be a little careful with because it kind of burns if it gets too close to my eyeballs. But yeah, the difference in reaction though from the ophthalmologist and the optometrist I saw. The optometrist appointment was a telehealth, which I mean it's a cool system that they got, but it didn't feel very thorough. So yeah, I got him to recheck everything while I was there. Yeah, just the reaction of the optometrist being like, "Oh my God, you're going blind," and scaring me to death, basically, acting like everything was the end of the world, and the ophthalmologist being like, "You're fine," because they have my medical records actually at that ophthalmologist's office anyway, because it's where I normally go. I just saw a different ophthalmologist than I've seen before. It's just been a while since I've been there, and I try to be lazy and just go to the place at the eyeglasses store just to get a new prescription. So I just need a new prescription. I didn't want to go through the whole thing, and yeah, I guess I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. I want to see you in a year though. He's like, I just want, just to monitor it, just to be on the safe side. But he's like, I'm not seeing any glaucoma. He's like, potentially a pre-glaucoma. And I was like, yeah, I've been told that since I was a kid. And he's like, oh. And he's like, this is your normal. And I was like, yeah. That's what I tried to say. So I tried to tell the optometrist that this was not a new development or anything, and that I'm fully aware of it, and that it gets monitored. Which I'm like, I just need my prescription updated so I can read and see distance. That'd be a whole thing. But anyway, just the difference in the reaction though. It's like shit. Like I was like legit going blind, and it was way worse than what it is. And she scared me. Like she had me like legit worried. And I'm like, oh my gosh, lady. And when I tried to explain to her, you know, I just said, well, I have a congenital condition with my optic nerve. She wanted to get kind of combative or like kind of snappy. Like I didn't know what I'm talking about. Like I don't know my own body or something. I can't stand that when people act like that. Like a medical professional that you've never seen before. And you try to tell them about a pre-existing condition and they like act like you're an idiot and like you don't know anything. Like I haven't been to a million doctors my whole life. But she just wouldn't like, she was like offended. Like, excuse me, ma'am. Okay. I just put on some of the Dr. Barbara Strom anti-aging face cream. I feel like I needed some extra hydration today from that, and that's a very hydrating cream. Guess I'll go ahead and put on that SPF so it can be marinating and we can see how it does. Squeeze some out here. God, just let my cream soak in some. I'm gonna have to look online and find like the claims, like if there's anything. It says calming, so I figure there must be something else in here. It reminds me of the Kinship one a little bit. Yeah, that disappears. Not seeing any cast once it works in. Okay. Cool. Put on SPF 50 like I'm going outside today. I did get up early. I'm trying to stay on the day schedule. This feels really nice, actually. Very hydrating, but doesn't feel super greasy. Feels pretty good. Really get that on there. Sufficient amount. Yeah, that actually feels really nice on the skin. Very similar to the Kinship one, just a higher SPF. It's not super thick and greasy feeling. Good stuff. Good job, Lila. Yeah, she really enjoyed the Olive Young store. And they went to a Misha store. I didn't know Misha had standalone stores. And her brother actually ended up buying one of the foundations for his wife. And I was like, hey, I love Misha. I was talking about the cushion. I was like, it's so good. And I think he got that really popular BB cream from them for her. So hopefully she likes it. Gonna have to like find a way to ask. Yeah, look, I don't know what has happened here. My shoulders right here have broke out so bad on both sides. And I bought a new sports bra a while back. And I didn't wash it before I wore it. And then I got sweaty. I'm wondering if that caused a reaction. Because it's right where the straps were that broke out. Like, there's something on that. I think I goofed with that. Put some of my scalp serum on. I do need to refresh the hair a little bit. It's feeling a little dry, so I'm going to throw some of my curl cream in. Just a tiny bit on it just to calm it down and all that. This is my Living Proof Scalp Density Hair Density Serum. This stuff is magical. My hairline has filled in just so much. So much since we're using this. It's kind of wild. I've got so much new growth and like baby hairs that aren't just grays. Because I have a patch of gray back here. But yeah, this is the scalp density treatment. I don't know what's in it. I looked it up, but I don't remember. I look up so many products that and read what's in them that I just forget half the time because I look up so often. But yeah, just give this a good little massage into the scalp. I put this on just about every day. So I'm trying to like incorporate in with like my skincare just as an everyday thing. I mean, there's days I forget for sure to do it. But I love it because it feels like water and it just dries. It doesn't, you can't tell you put anything in your hair. There's no texture left behind. It feels like it just was damp and then it dries. No oiliness. But like this part alone has filled in so much in all these little hairs here. And like a little widow's peak is looking a little more there. So I would naturally have a widow's peak, but I have a scar that runs right through it and it interrupted it. So it's all wonky. Alright, busted my head open when I was 3. I busted like huge all the way down here, and the older I've gotten, like the higher it's gotten. So now it's like way up here in my hairline. But you can definitely see one of them. I have 2. That's the worst one. But yeah, they go right into where the widow's peak would be. And look, can you tell I put anything in there? It's just hair. It dries quickly. So you don't have to worry about like feeling oily or anything like that, like with a lot of serums. I love that. Alright, let's try to kind of detangle a little bit of this mess. It was super windy yesterday and humid, and I've had my hair in a bun all night. So my hair's being probably a little weird. I actually don't know the hair situation. I'm thinking I'm probably going to need to do a little refresh on it. Well, it's just wavy today. Okay. We're just going to be wavy and not curly. It started out curly 2 days ago. Sometimes when I brush style, I don't get as much longevity. I don't know. Like when I do like the whole twirling with the Denman brush. If I just finger coil it, I get way more longevity. So I think I'm just going to stick with finger coiling. So I'm just going to damp it down a little bit with this. Ooh. That's awesome. That is cool. So much better than all those spray bottles. Alright, I think we're sufficiently damp. I'm going to take a little bit of the Prose Curl cream. Glaze some of that in. Give it a little scrunch. Just want to kind of refresh the ends a little. Alright, I'm going to hit it with the diffuser. Alright, I'm going to let it air dry the rest of the way. It's still just vaguely damp. It's about 95% dry. Oh, it's maybe 97% dry. They revived the little wavy, my waves, and my few ringlets that are trying to happen over here. This side always wants to be ringlety. The other side tells me where I can stick it. And my eternal struggle with the front of my hair. Definitely glad I got that continuous spray bottle. Yeah, that's definitely a big helper. Okay, I'm gonna just do a dish to get this up and out the way. And I'm gonna go make me some actual coffee and get my day going. Figure out what I'm filming today. And then this evening I got some editing to do. Grace style. It was the most wonderful girl. Could she be any cuter? Okay, I'll see you guys in a little while.